students, now I am back with some videos that are going to help you in GATE exam and in coming GATE 2018 exam. This is AKHILESH Pandeey, as you will all know, and GATE year 18 in 2017 GATE exam. And in this video what I am going to tell you, the tips for online test series. Means most of the students would have started giving the test series. So in this video I am going to give some useful tips that how to write the test series and how to do better in test series, how to utilize the test series. So point by point I will go through some topics. The first topic that I will discuss, which one is the best test series, the most common questions being asked from different GATE aspirants. The second question that I will discuss, how many tests one should attempt before the exam. Means so many students are curious to know about it, that how many tests at least we should attempt before the exam. So I will discuss it. The third thing that I will discuss, whether one should focus on full length test series or subject-wise test series. And then lastly I will discuss how to analyze the test series and how to give the test series, and after giving it, how to analyze it properly to make it fruitful for the coming exam GATE 2018. Okay, so I just start with the discussion with the first point, that is, which is the best test series. Actually there is no any circumstance to decide which one is the best test series, but my point will be like that the test series in which so many candidates are being appeared, chances are that that test series is going to be better and judgmental for you, because if you fight in between 300 or 200 among 200 students, then you cannot judge your stage and your rank well. But once you will compete in between 3000 or more than 4000 serious candidates, then you can easily judge that what is your performance is. So the test series in which more number of students are being appeared, so you can opt for that test series. And so many institutions and publications house are running test series, online test series, so you can choose any of them, but keep it in mind that more number of students should be there in that competition. And one more important thing is that the test questions qualities are not bad. Means you have to judge by asking some seniors or the persons, or checking the dummy questions that they have uploaded in their website. So whether in that test series the questions are useful or not, because in some test series I have found that the test series questions are like very lengthy and not important for exam point of view. So in so many, in even better test series also there that questions can be, but you can skip. But if 80 to 90% questions are relevant to the GATE exam, then it's okay. 10% maybe means not useful. But if in a test series 50 to 60% are lengthy and out of topic and reveal those things that are not important for the GATE point of view, so that test series is not going to make a difference for you. So better to avoid that test series. I had joined AS Academy online test series, so for EC, for electronics and communication, so I recommend that that test series was good enough. The second point that I am going to discuss, how many test series that one should attempt. Okay, so this is the most important questions among the students, because there is very less time left now, and if anyone would have started giving the test from now, so he cannot attempt so many test series. And so I will suggest to attempt better than attempting so many test series. You have to analyze the test series by giving a very less number even. Means you can give 10 test series even, or 5 test series even, but you have to analyze that test series in a better way. You have not to give the test series that I'm going to start from today and in the whole day I have written around 15 or 10 test series in a day, subject-wise test series, 10 subject-wise test series in a day. That is not going to make any difference. That is not useful for you even. instead you can do what, you can give 1 or 2 subject test series in a day, and then after analyze that test by giving 3 to 4 hours, that which point, which subjects, which topics you have not touched yet, or in which topic you have doubt, and you cannot solve the questions that coming in the test series. So more important is to analyze the test series after giving it, rather than giving so many test series. So you have to decide according to your time duration and according to the topics that you have covered. But more than 1 test series in a day is not useful, is not going to help. Subject wise I am talking about. Yes, full length test series, you can give 1 full length test series in a week, or 2 maximum 2 full length test series in a week. More than that is not going to be useful for you, because after writing the test series test in a week, full length test, you must have the time to cover all the topics that you have not done in the test. So give time to learning rather than giving so many tests. Okay, the third point on which you should focus, full length or subject wise. So my point is that for practicing questions you can prefer subject wise test series, but for exam point of view, full length test series is only important, because in that you cover entire topic, not a single one. Like if your network analysis is good, then you can do better in that subject, but you have to do better in entire subject, right? So, and more important is that the importance of test series is that you have to utilize the time, the 3 hours duration. How to spend the 3 hour duration, you can plan accordingly by writing the test series. Okay, so full length test series becomes more important in that point of view. So for exam point of view, full length test series is more important, but for practicing problems and for knowing some topics, some new topics, and learning some new topics, subject wise test series is more important. So if you are not able to write the subject wise test series due to some reason, due to lack of the time, then you can escape it. But full length test series is a must. At least 5 to 6 full length test series you must give before the exam, right? Now come to the last point, how to analyze the performance. Okay, fine. So if you write a test and you get below 40 marks or 45 marks or around 50 marks, and you become very disappointed, so I won't tell you to be disappointed because of this. This is the last time, this is the last phase of your learning. So it may happen sometimes while writing the test series that you cannot score very good, but it doesn't mean that this is your exam performance. Yes, if you are continuously getting the same rank or same marks, then that is a problem, because in that case you have left some topic, or you are not aware about some topic. But in 1 or 2 tests, if you are getting less marks, then that is not going to make a difference. Even I know so many students who have topped in test series and could not do good in the GATE exam, and so many students, even me, I had not done so much well in test series. In few exams I had done very good, but in entire test series I had not done given a good performance. Yes, somehow it can be judged that according to the test series what score can you get in the exam, but it doesn't mean that in test series if you are not getting a good rank, then your exam is going to be a bad one. Means what happened, in some test series the questions are being if it is of coaching institution, then the questions are being from the teacher's notes and like that. So if that teacher has given some note to their students to related topics, to some related topics, and that topic, that question is being done by those students, then they can easily do it. But it is new for the self-studying students, or the students who are only having who have joined only test series. That will be new for him. So in that that way their performance can vary. So do not worry for that. Yes, for what you have to worry, the topics that you know very well and you cannot perform in the exam even after knowing the topics, then that is a problem. Then you have to plan accordingly to do something better in that portion. Means, for example, if I am very well known about maximum power transfer theorem or any other topic in op-amp or like that, but when in exam the question comes, my mind goes stuck and I cannot solve those questions. Then for that thing I have to work. Means, because I am going absent in the exam. So how to analyze this problem and how to come over this problem? So what you have to do, you have to write the test series. You have to point out the topics that you know very well. Means, only choose those topics that you know very well, because if any topic is being covered that you don't know, then do not worry about that one. Leave that topic. I'm not going to tell you that if you are performing not well because of those topics that you have not covered, and that questions come in the test series and you cannot get a good marks, then you have to worry about to cover those topics also. Don't worry for that. In GATE exam, the weightage of questions are very well distributed. So if you have planned accordingly to get more than 60 or more than 65, then in exam definitely you will do that if you have planned accordingly to the distribution of the weightage. Or 7 to 8 subjects you have done well and 1 or 2 subjects you have done partially, then I'm damn sure then you can get 65 plus marks. Now come to the point that if from other topics what you have not done, questions come in test series, skip that. Don't worry for that. Either you are getting a good marks in exam or not. Okay, don't worry for that. Now, what you have to worry, you have to just enlist those topics that you have done well but could not do better in the test series. So enlist those topics, do some revision, do some previous year problem related to that, and try those questions that why you are not doing better in those questions. Now this is the question wise discussion. And another thing is that you have to plan while writing the test series itself that which questions you must start first. That in some test series you try from starting from 1 mark questions. In some test series you start from 2 mark questions. In some test series you start from some selected topics. So you have to vary your plannings and analyze which planning is best suited for you. Like for me, what I had done, I used to do general aptitude questions at very first, because I think that if the first 10 or 15 minutes I do better, means I solve better and get a confidence, then after I can do better in the entire exam. First 15 minutes, if first 15 minutes in your exam is better and you get a confidence, you can do better in the entire exam. This is my philosophy. So I had done in the same manner, because my general aptitude, and of course almost all engineers have good general aptitude. So when I started doing general aptitude, I get confidence. Then after I do 1 mark questions, and only those questions that can be done within seconds. So I did that, and then after I went to 2 mark questions. Then after I again started those questions from 1 mark that I had skipped at first attempt. Again the 2 mark question that I had skipped in first attempt, and again I revised. So 1 to 2 times I revised the entire questions. And in online test, there is a facility to mark the questions that you have to review again. So that was not a big deal to review the questions again and again. So I could do 2 to 3 questions in second attempt that I was not able to do in the first attempt. So it happens. So you're planning, you must plan accordingly while writing the test series. So I hope that I have given a fruitful idea about test series to you, and it's going to help